is the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, LeBron James is closing in on the top 3 all-time list in scoring. LeBron said, "It's an honor," but he added, "Scoring has never been on my list of goals. Facilitating, rebounding, defending, getting block shots, and things of that nature always ranked above that." Kevin, he has filled up the box score for a long time.
He can impact the game in so many ways. DA, thank you. And the Clippers starting 5. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Noah. And it's Beverly in at point guard. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Cook out there with Green. And it's McGee in at the center. I'll grade the Clippers signing of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, the grand finale of the wildest summer in NBA free agent history.
A ton of big moves. You think of the star players who've changed teams, 1/3 of the league's all-NBA selections, and 5 out of 10 of the reigning all-star starters. In the end, we saw 7 players who've changed teams, signing for over $100 million each. Put that in perspective, only 8 players had ever done that in league history.
Love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist. You better check your rear view when you're driving to the hole.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
Cook, the pass to LeBron. Outside, Green jacks up a 3. That shot is off. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Outside, Leonard. Pass to George. Beverly with the ball. Shot clock at 6. Back to George. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I love the way James moves in transition. He's relentless and determined.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Outside, Leonard fires the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
And LeBron James gets it to go. James has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
George against Green. And George kicks to Beverly. The Lakers with the rebound.
Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Leonard against LeBron. Tries from 10. And another basket for the Lakers.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
You know, trying to stem the tide here.
They have to regroup it and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Noah finds Beverly. Outside, Leonard. 5 on the clock to stop the drought, and the shot is good.
They were pretty tight to start this game. Started out with 4 straight misses. Maybe that one will get them going.
Lakers leading by 6. Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name on the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second Finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
Here's Beverly. Clippers moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. 11 feet away.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
Leonard, no luck.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the rejection by Harrell. Puts it up from 15. And it's Leonard again missing.
He's gone off the rails this quarter, and it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
Green passes to McGee. Here is Cook. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers trail by 6. It's George on the wing. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the 3 at a ridiculous rate.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Team swap here for the Lakers. Waiters right side. Now Howard. Here's Kuzma. No good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
And the basket is good.
And even with someone on, Morris is just a master at getting those shots open. Just an impressive player down low.
And Waiters kicks to Kuzma. And the pass to Douglas. Kicks it to Waiters. Here's Caldwell Pope. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, there's the talk about lowering the minimum draft age from 19 back to 18. And Chris, how much of a difference does that 1 year make in a player's maturity?
It makes so much difference. I mean, you're young, you're coming into a league, you're playing against grown men. Just physically, your body hasn't been able to catch up. How do you handle the travel, being away from your family? Many times, this guy's first time being away from their families that long. So it is a maturity process, but at the same time, there's only such a few, and if you're one of the few that have the skill set and you're ready to come to this level, we should welcome you with open arms.
And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of Angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
Now here's Jackson, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Over Waiters. Jackson misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's Caldwell Pope. Pass to Waiters. 6 to shoot. Over Morris. And again, no good by the Lakers. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 2. And he hits it to tie the game up.
Now, whenever Jackson is driving, the D is nervous. He is just brilliant at completing his drive to the rack.
Waiters finds Caldwell Pope. Basket counts.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
The Clippers shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Now, here's Shamet. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by Waiter. Count that bucket.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
26 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Howard at the elbow. Here's Kuzma. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And the Lakers lead by 2.
He excels at scoring from the mid-range. Kuzma is awesome at making use of these spots on the floor.
Now here's Jackson. Here's Shamet. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 1. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, GME. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter. Now it's paying off.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So the Lakers 5 right now. They've got Howard. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Smith, and it's Waiters in at the point. Here's Jackson. Dion Waiters making his last shot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. It's going to be Morris shooting. That one on Caldwell-Pope. And Chris, he started last season red hot. But Marcus Morris leveling off a bit as the season wore on.
Yeah, he had a big drop-off in his percentages, Kevin. Not the finish he'd hoped for in a contract year, but still, the last couple of seasons overall, the best numbers of his career.
That free throw good from Morris. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, James. Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this, the best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way. He finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league, an athletic forward who leads by example.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
Yeah, and you got to count the poor health for the Lakers last season, hampering their ability to compete. The longest injury layoff in LeBron James' career. And all told, more than 200 games missed to injury, Kev.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. The Clippers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Pass to Patterson. Harrell dishes to Leonard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And the Lakers parting ways with their head athletic trainer from last season and hoping for more health this year.
Wow, well, we all know it's a result-oriented business. I mean, luck can play a big role with injuries, believe me. Teams count on their training staff to keep players in the game.
One shot. One shot.
And that one misses.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
It's Davis on the wing. Passes to Caruso. Smith feeling it out a bit. And the Lakers turn it over again. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Lou Williams won Sixth Man of the Year for the third time last season. He joined Kevin McHale and Detlef Schrempf as the only players to win the award in consecutive seasons. And with the most career points ever scored off the bench, maybe they should just name this award after him. Kevin?
David, I'm all for it. Thank you so much. And boy, is he in good company. Here's Caruso. And that one drops for him. Caruso's got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. George passes to Leonard. 5 to shoot over Davis. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Now here is McGee. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. In the corner, George with it. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. J.R. Smith picks one up.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Paul George. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my action because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice.
Two shot.
That free throw, no good.
And wow, you just have to love the motor on Montrezl Harrell when he's on the floor. Great on the glass, and he just plays with such a fire.
No luck that time either. And with Harrell, you can see how his energy spreads to the rest of the team.
Reminds me a bit of what Fareed used to bring to teams. Harrell is also undersized, but boy, he makes up for it in so many ways.
The feed to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
James finds Davis. Down low. And it's Cook missing.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Here's Beverly. The rebound by Cook.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
He dishes it to LeBron. Shoots a fader. Here's McGee, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Jared Dudley's checked in for Davis. Jermichael Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Landry Shamet comes in for Leonard. That's good from McGee.
Yeah, McGee, he's made an awful lot of stops along the way in his NBA career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team he's played for.
And Beverly kicks to George. Now, here's Shamet. James covering. The pass to Beverly. Rebound the Lakers. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. There's Green with the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 1:37 left in the first half of the game. Shamet. Beverly wide open. Green.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
James in the post, working on Noah. Great tee that time from Green. Clippers trail by 4.
And for the Lakers, 6 straight seasons outside the playoffs. Can you believe it's the worst record in the NBA over that span? I mean, for the league's premier franchise, it's not what they're accustomed to.
Now here's LeBron. The shot's good from McGee.
Fantastic vision. I mean, Bron always cognizant of everyone around him.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Tipped away. George against Green. McGee with the block.
When we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot out of bounds.
Now here's Green. 6 points for him. Back to McGee. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Well, that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
Five seconds left in the first half. Waiters for 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so that brings the first half to a close. Lakers on top. They lead by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what are you seeing from your opponent tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They got their lead up to as many as 8 points in the opening period. They were in the driver's seat once we got into the second quarter. Their lead is now 8 here at the half, and they've got all the momentum on their side. And taking a look at the Lakers, Shaq, what'd you think?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch. Barbecue chicken alert. Make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling Vitant. Shakilakis.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Clippers.
Well, one problem I see is that they're too timid on the board. When you start to fall behind in the game, you need to become more aggressive on the offensive glass and the defensive glass.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Lakers leading by 8. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Noah is out there with Harrell. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the shooting guard position.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
Now here's Beverley. Tight defense on him. Missed inside.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Davis Davis with the bucket.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Now here's Beverly. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 18 feet out. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. The Lakers shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. LeBron up top. He's covered by Leonard. The shot's good from McGee.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Here's Beverly, following the basket by JaVale McGee. Pocket 6, Leonard attacking. Noah trying to get open. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Leonard.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here is McGee. He's got 11. James looking around. From the line. Another shot. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for LeBron. Smith comes in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Quinn Cook. That's good from McGee. Clippers trail by 13. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Leonard draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You too.
The Clippers now. Pass to Magruder. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's huge when McGee has games like this. It's great watching him be so assertive on the offensive end.
Pass to Leonard. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working around out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
Now here's Davis. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Dion Waiters comes in for Alex Caruso. The Clippers also making some changes. Zubac is checked in for Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Zubac. Jackson up top, shot clock at 6, and the shot goes down. Jackson's got 6. See Webb last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding, still an area to work on.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Jackson passes to Zubac. Waiters against Jackson. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Kuzma with the basket on the assist from Dion Waiters. 6 points for Kyle Kuzma. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
He's guarded by Davis. Here's Magruder. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Bangs home the trifecta. Lakers leading by 12. Waiters outside. Smith outside. Kuzma has it in the corner. Tries again. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the Clippers call time here. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Anthony Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in for J.R. Smith. Now here's Waiters. Puts it up from 12, and he connects with the jumper. Waiters got his second bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The pass to Green. Kicks it to Jackson. Back to Green. Here's Shamet. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Lakers leading by 16. Waiters with the ball. Kuzma outside. It's good. Kuzma's got 8 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by Waiters. Pass to Morris. Takes a three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 6.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Waiters against Jackson. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Waiters. Lets it go from deep. Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game. You can see why after that sequence.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We come back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's an 18-point game. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Caldwell Pope out there with Dion Waiters. And it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
No one commands more attention from the defense. But LeBron knows how to beat it. I mean, he can do it in a variety of ways.
Kuzma against George. Back to Morris. Passes it to Harrell. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morris, no good. Lakers leading by 20. Waiters outside. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And some changes here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Green comes in for Caldwell Pope. And Cook subbed in for Dion Waiters. The Clippers also changing it up. Noah comes in for Morris. And it's Kawhi Leonard in for Landry Shamet. From deep, Green. They get it again, and it's McGee with the jam.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
On the wing, Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Noah. Outside Leonard. And there's the pass to Jackson. LeBron with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Reggie Jackson.
Shooting one.
Free throw good, Kuzma.
And positionless basketball, all the rage. And Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Outside, George misses the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Only so much you can do. I mean, James is a beast. He easily elevates over the defender right there.
And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Lakers leading by 23. Cook looking it over. He gets it in there.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
And that one's good by Noah.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
LeBron is doubled and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's the Lakers with it. Kuzma passes to Cook, and they double up James. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Lakers now. Kuzma kicks to Cook. No good from outside.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Oh, man, did you see him close that gap? What a great job. He made the shooter feel uncomfortable.
And Harrell slams it in.
Timeout. Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Timeout called the Lakers. For our Jordan player of the game, JaVale McGee.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play. And this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Beverly against Green. Beverly finds Leonard. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Back to LeBron. Pass to Cook. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Shoots over Leonard. And Davis gets it to go on the assist from Cook. And the Lakers lead by 21. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Poked away. Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Just 5 on the clock. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in.
One shot.
Way to go, baby!
There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Caruso. Smith left side. Caldwell Pope outside. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Never easy trying to mark Howard. I mean, he's terrific at forcing the issue and getting the foul call.
And last season, really not a fun one for Dwight Howard as he missed a lot of time. A lot of games left on the table by him as he has battled those back issues.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
No good on that one. And with Howard, his presence was missed in the lineup last year due to injuries.
And Howard isn't what he once was, but he can still make a difference on the floor. That size and rebounding really hard to replace on a team by just one player.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Second free throw, no good.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for JaVale McGee.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Here's Howard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. .44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Morris. Plays it up and banks it in.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
Passes it to Caldwell Pope. Here is Howard. Shoots over Patterson. That's good from Howard, and the assist by Caldwell Pope. And the Lakers lead by 19.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And the basket by Jackson.
Wow, and Jackson is just crafty down inside. He has such a quick release that even taller defenders can't get to it in time.
And So it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing it.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for being with us. So long, everyone.